Okay, so looking here, we've got where we're just plotting stuff on the plane. Okay, so trying to take us back to just plotting points and working with the quadrants. So specifically, starting with ordered pairs, if you remember the origin, that's that guy in the very center right there. And that coordinate is 0, 0. Okay, and again, we're just labeling points, getting some practice with the plotting points. If I go -5, -4, remember the X value is always going to be left to right. And since that's a -5, I'm going left 5 and down 4. That's essentially what is being communicated by that. So I would go left to the -5 and down to the -4 right there. And that would be my first point. If that is left 5 and down 4, then what that means is that the second point right there is that is communicating right to and up 5. So the X coordinate is always left or right, and the Y coordinate, the second coordinate, is always up and down. So we'd go right to and up 5. Waiting room real quick. So hopefully that's somewhat of a review. If you're having a hard time, please feel free to stop me if you can. Yeah, appreciate you guys being here. So this next question is looking at the quadrants of a rectangular coordinate system. And so remember, the quadrants, we name them with the Roman numerals. And this is just, if I can keep it on the same page, we call this quadrant 1. And then we go counterclockwise, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and quadrant 4. So it's asking you, like, if you had any point in this top right quadrant, you would have to travel right and travel up, no matter how far right or how far up. So both of those situations are going to be positive. Okay. So when it's asking for the signs of the second quadrant, you would have to go left, right, to be in the correct. I shouldn't say right. You have to go left, correct, to be in that second quadrant. So that would be a negative X coordinate. And to be in that quadrant, you would have to go up some amount. So that would be a positive Y coordinate right there. Okay. For quadrant 3 and 4, again, you have to go left to be in quadrant 3, and you would have to come down. And we said left and down from right there, those are both negatives. And so in the quadrant 3, the X value has to be negative, and that Y value also has to be negative. And then lastly, quadrant 4, if you're in quadrant 4, you have to travel right, which is a positive direction, and you would have to travel down, which is a negative direction. So it would be positive and negative. That might not feel super important to you, but it becomes important, especially in pre-calc, if you guys are headed there after this class, where you have to deal with, like, you stick in triangles and different quadrants and stuff like that. And it's helpful to know the signs.